In the early 13th century, Central Asia was changing forever. Great empires were collapsing, and countless Turkic tribes began searching for a new homeland. The Mongol expansion spread fear across Asia. Communities were forced to leave the lands their ancestors had called home for generations. Among these migrating tribes was the Kayı tribe, one of the Oghuz Turkic clans, seeking safety and a future for its people. Every journey brought new challenges, where survival depended on courage, leadership, and unity. Life on the frontier shaped skilled horsemen, fearless archers, and disciplined warriors from an early age. The tribe's leaders met often, knowing that every decision could determine the survival of their people. To the west lay Anatolia, a frontier where powerful states competed for control and opportunity. For many Turkic tribes, Anatolia offered hope, but also constant danger. It was during this turbulent era that a young leader named Ertuğrul began to emerge in the historical record. His story would become closely connected with the rise of a small frontier tribe and the future birth of the Ottoman Empire. The Kayı tribe was one of the 24 Oghuz Turkic tribes, known for its skilled horsemen and strong traditions. Their lives revolved around migration, protecting their people, and preserving their customs in an uncertain world. The tribe depended on horses for travel, hunting, trade, and warfare, making them masters of the open steppe. From an early age, every member of the tribe learned that survival depended on courage, discipline, and working together. Respect for elders, loyalty to the tribe, and courage in battle were among the values passed from one generation to the next. As the tribe moved west, every valley, river, and mountain brought new opportunities and new dangers. Anatolia was divided among various powers, making the frontier region a place of conflict and opportunity. The Seljuk Sultanate of Rum ruled much of central Anatolia, defending its frontiers against many rivals. On these frontier lands, brave tribal leaders could earn new territories through loyalty and military service. Among those rising leaders was Ertuğrul, whose name would soon become linked with the future of the Kayı tribe. Although many details of Ertuğrul's early life remain uncertain, historians agree that he emerged as a respected leader of the Kayı tribe. His leadership was built on courage, wisdom, and the trust of his people during difficult times. Leading a frontier tribe demanded more than strength. Every decision could determine the survival of hundreds of families. Soon, the Kayı tribe would enter a frontier where new allies, powerful rivals, and unexpected opportunities awaited. A remarkable journey was about to begin, one that would help shape the future of Anatolia and inspire the rise of a new state. By the middle of the 13th century, Anatolia had become one of the most dangerous frontiers in the world. Kingdoms rose and fell as new powers struggled for control. The Seljuk Sultanate of Rum ruled much of central Anatolia, but its strength was no longer what it had once been. After the Mongol victory at the Battle of Köse Dağ in 1243, the balance of power in Anatolia changed dramatically. Although the Seljuk state survived, it was forced to recognize Mongol authority, leaving many frontier regions to defend themselves. In these uncertain lands, frontier leaders became the first line of defense against constant threats.
Among these frontier leaders was Ertuğrul, whose growing reputation earned the respect of both his tribe and neighboring allies.
His people relied on discipline, mobility, and skilled horsemanship to survive life on the frontier. Protecting villages, trade routes, and innocent travelers became part of the tribe's daily responsibility. Every successful mission strengthened the Kayı tribe's reputation across the frontier. Soon, an important decision by the Seljuk rulers would change the future of the Kayı tribe forever. As the frontier grew more unstable, trusted tribal leaders became essential to the Seljuk Sultanate's defense. The Kayı tribe earned respect through discipline, reliable service, and the ability to respond quickly to frontier threats. Trade routes crossing Anatolia connected east and west, making their protection vital for the region's prosperity. Frontier warriors constantly guarded villages, and travelers against raids, ensuring that daily life could continue.
These achievements strengthened Ertuğrul's reputation as a dependable frontier leader.
Historical traditions describe Ertuğrul as a leader. His wisdom matched his courage. Strong leadership brought stability, allowing the Kayı tribe to grow despite the challenges of frontier life.
Over time, the tribe's growing influence attracted the attention of the Seljuk authorities.
According to historical tradition, the Seljuk rulers rewarded loyal frontier service with land and responsibility. A decision was approaching that would shape the destiny of the Kayı tribe and lay the foundation for a future empire. According to long-standing historical tradition, the Seljuk Sultan rewarded Ertuğrul's loyal service with frontier lands around Söğüt.
Located on the Byzantine frontier, Söğüt offered both opportunity and constant responsibility.
From this frontier, the Kayı tribe protected settlements, secured trade routes, and strengthened its position for the future. Ertuğrul's years of leadership transformed the Kayı tribe into one of the strongest frontier communities in Anatolia. The foundations had been laid. Soon, a new generation would carry this legacy forward, and the story of Osman Ghazi would begin.
With Söğüt as their new home, the Kayı tribe entered a new chapter of stability, growth, and responsibility.
The frontier demanded constant readiness. Every day, warriors trained to defend their homeland against unexpected threats. Strong leadership brought peace to nearby settlements, allowing trade and daily life to flourish. The Kayı tribe welcomed skilled craftsmen, traders, and families who wished to build a safer future on the frontier. The prosperity of the frontier depended on protecting roads that connected Anatolia with the wider world. Life on the Byzantine frontier remained unpredictable, requiring constant vigilance from every warrior. Through discipline and unity, the Kayı tribe earned the respect of neighboring communities. As the years passed, the frontier settlement became stronger with every season. The foundations of future greatness were being built, not through luxury, but through patience, hard work, and determination. Without realizing it, the Kayı tribe was preparing the ground for one of history's greatest empires. the frontier was never truly peaceful. Every passing season brought new challenges that tested the strength of the Kayı tribe. Ertuğrul believed that a strong tribe depended not only on brave warriors, but also on justice and unity. Fair leadership strengthened trust among the people, allowing the tribe to grow stronger with each passing year. Neighboring frontier communities increasingly viewed the Kayı tribe as reliable allies in uncertain times. The frontier demanded constant readiness, and every warrior understood the importance of discipline. Trade continued to expand, bringing prosperity to the frontier and strengthening ties with neighboring settlements. Years of stability transformed the Kayı tribe into one of the most respected frontier communities in Anatolia. As Ertuğrul grew older, he began preparing the next generation to carry the tribe's future. Among those learning the responsibilities of leadership was his son, Osman, who carefully observed the lessons of the frontier. The years ahead would bring great change, and the legacy of Ertuğrul was about to enter a new chapter. By the final years of his leadership, Ertuğrul had transformed the Kayı tribe into a respected frontier power. His greatest achievement was not measured by conquered lands, but by the strong and united community he left behind. Historical records suggest that after Ertuğrul's death, leadership of the Kayı tribe passed to his son, Osman.
Under Osman's leadership, the foundations laid by Ertuğrul would soon grow into a new frontier state.
The story of Ertuğrul Ghazi was coming to an end, but the story of the Ottoman Empire was only just beginning. By the end of Ertuğrul's life, Söğüt had become more than a temporary frontier camp. It was the center of a community whose future was beginning to extend far beyond its founder. Yet the historical record becomes increasingly difficult to follow here. Much of what is said about Ertuğrul's final years comes from Ottoman traditions written generations after his lifetime. What can be said with greater confidence is that Ertuğrul's name became closely associated with the Kayı community established around Söğüt. And then came the generation that would transform this small frontier society into something far greater. That generation was led by Osman, Ertuğrul's son, who would become the founder of the Ottoman dynasty. Osman's achievement did not begin with a vast empire. It began with a small frontier principality surrounded by much larger powers. The Byzantine frontier offered both danger and opportunity, and Osman gradually expanded his influence among neighboring communities. The small principality founded in this frontier environment would eventually grow beyond the imagination of the generation that came before it. For Ertuğrul, there was no way to know what the future would bring, but the frontier community he helped lead became the starting point of a remarkable dynasty. Ertuğrul's story was ending, Osman's story was beginning. And from that frontier, the Ottoman dynasty would rise. The world Ertuğrul lived in was changing rapidly. Seljuk power was weakening, while Mongol influence reshaped the politics of Anatolia. On the western frontier, however, weakened central authority created opportunities for ambitious frontier leaders. This was the environment in which Osman would eventually expand the small community he inherited into a growing frontier principality. But the foundations of that rise had been laid before Osman took his place in history. And at the beginning of that foundation stood Ertuğrul, a frontier leader remembered through history, tradition, and the legacy he passed to the next generation. The Ottoman state did not emerge from a single battle or a single day. It grew from decades of frontier life, political change, and accumulated experience. Ertuğrul belonged to the generation that survived a turbulent age and established itself on the Byzantine frontier. His son Osman inherited not an empire, but a frontier community with the opportunity to become something much greater. Within a few generations, that small principality would expand across Anatolia and eventually become one of the world's most powerful empires. Yet the empire that followed should not obscure the man who lived before it. Ertuğrul's historical importance lies in the foundation of the frontier community associated with his name.
Much of Ertuğrul's personal story remains hidden behind centuries of tradition, and historians continue to separate legend from evidence.
But one fact remains clear. His name became permanently connected with the story of the Kayı and the origins of the Ottoman dynasty. From a small frontier community came a dynasty that would survive for more than 6 centuries and leave an enormous mark on world history. That is the enduring legacy of Ertuğrul Ghazi, not the empire he personally ruled, but the generation and frontier world from which the Ottoman story emerged.
Ertuğrul's journey may have ended centuries ago, but the legacy associated with his name changed history forever.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.